Hey, this is Mike Spreitzer from DevilDriver.
This is Jeff Kendrick from DevilDriver.
And you're watching Guitar Mania.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's great to see you again here on the Austrian stage. I've heard you just kicked off with the European tour. It's your third show.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to the new record. Awesome. I think it's your best to date.
Oh,
Cool.
thanks.
How do you guys feel about it?
We're really proud of it. Everyone worked hard and turned out really well.
And I mean, it's an awesome record, and you've grown really as a musician so much from, in my opinion, from previous records. Also technically, have you guys worked deliberately on your technique and stuff in the past years, or?
I think after writing the records is what improves us because, well, for me anyway, I have a tendency to write in my studio,
Yep.
just record it, and worry about learning how to play it later. So I sometimes I kind of shoot myself in the foot, and you know, we all kind of do.
Yeah.
But so it's like just do it, and you know, it sounds good, and we'll worry about how to play it later.
I mean,
But,
is it like, yeah?
you know, so a lot of times I got to slow things down if we're going to be playing it live, and then work my way up
Yeah.
with a metronome, and you know, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But it seems like every record we do, there's always a song in there that's the hardest thing we've ever done.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I would say the same because we utilize a lot of technology to record and production stuff, and you know, we kind of nitpick every little thing. And sometimes when you play the whole song all the way through, which we don't usually do when we write, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
So it's you improve.
We don't write in a practice room.
Right.
Because we're all kind of spread out now. We all kind of do work on our own, and then come to my studio and lay out the ideas.
Right.
And we wanted to, once we had all the songs written this time, actually get in a room and learn them all and play them all together. But unfortunately, we ran out of time. And
So
by the time we had the record already done the way we wanted it, before we went to Florida to record it, we had maybe a week.
Yeah.
And
Not enough
it's just
time.
we ran out of time. It's like, so, well, didn't get to do that again. So maybe in the next record we'll get a chance to do that if we have time.
as I said before, we're fancy for guitarists. I mean, and you guys have an incredible right-hand technique. I mean, question to you both: is there any exercise or stuff that you would like to recommend to young guitarists how they can really work on their right-hand technique? Mike?
You do that one exercise. where you
Yeah,
follow
when
the
I was
strings.
the first band I was in was like a progressive black metal band, and we had like 15-minute long songs, and it was all tremolo picking just all the way through. We never played the same riff twice. I mean, sometimes we did. It was just riff after riff, and it was all just fast 16th notes. And the other guitar player of the band taught me just barring the neck and getting the metronome out, and just 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, going up strings and then back down again, and then moving up a fret, going up and down, and then just gradually speeding it up. And then getting to the point where we only do 2 hits per string. So, and just that that alone got, really developed my right hand technique a lot. And then just learning, he and I didn't write Dead to Rights, but, our drummer wrote that, and he's got a really good right hand. And just learning how to play that riff and that song, that even took it a step further.
Yeah, I guess start really slow, like the 16th note stuff and above, like the 16th note triplets is where things get kind of difficult. So I find for me, like, even slowing stuff down and practicing at like 90 or 100 beats per minute, and like seeing how actually well you can play it, and just speeding it up gradually. I mean, a lot of the stuff I do, I try and combine left and right hand stuff. So it would be like, maybe 16th note picking with like, 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4, pretty standard stuff going up the
Like
neck,
sort
and
of
then
chromatic stuff.
yeah, chromatic stuff,
Yeah.
essentially, or maybe some derivatives of some chromatic stuff, and just going through that, and that really helps. And like for me, like my downstroking is like just came really naturally to me. So it's like I can pick up a guitar and do it really fast, but like the alternate picking for me is harder.
Yeah.
So
So you play most of the time more downstrokes, or
no? But like if I have a tendency to write riffs, a lot of times it has downstrokes. It's just more comfortable. But like if there's a part that requires downstroking, it's no problem for me. But the other stuff is a little bit harder, so I had to work at it some more. And I would say also too, like not picking too hard, because like a lot of people like pick really hard. Like you want to dig into it, but when you get to the point where it's like breaking strings or stuff like that, that's what I used to do. So it's like I guess you get past that.
Okay. You guys have a fantastic sound on the new record. What equipment do you use?
Well, live we use Blackstar and XFX, and let's see, in the studio this time, I believe we used the 5153 and 5150 for the main tones, and I think we might have used a Blackstar cabinet, all with vintage 30s, a Mesa cabinet, and a Marshall cabinet for different
The
tones.
5150 seems to be the weapon of choice for many guitarists
I love
in the
5150.
studio.
Yeah, they're good for just a really high gain. It's not something I necessarily would want to bring out and do live. I mean, I love my Fractal and my Blackstar, but they're very noisy amps. But in general, just a very saturated.
Is that the
good metal
Fractal
guitar
Audio
tone.
XFX2 or that you're using?
Yeah.
And you're playing also on tour with the Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So using also the MFC 101 foot
Yeah.
controller
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay.
It makes sense. It's we don't ship gear. We bring a small rack. It's a 2-space rack unit or 2.5, whatever it is, and it's got effects, and we use the Blackstar amps, a lot of the tone, and then the XFX like has emulates drive pedals, effects, routing, all the stuff. It just like I used to have a bunch of pedals, and so did Mike, and it's just like you're running like 40 foot of cable back and forth, and just stupid.
I just
Weighs so much.
Yeah. I bought mine several weeks ago. It costs a fortune.
Yeah, it's a pricey piece of gear. It's an
It takes
investment.
forever to get it down too, but once you get it down,
Yeah.
it's a great piece of equipment.
Don't use the editor in your computer.
They use the
Not
front.
yet. Wait until they're done beta testing it. I started using that thing, and it just made everything crash.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to learn how to do it manually on the actual unit.
Yeah.
But it's good for backing up your presets. For anyone that has a Fractal, the great thing that I do is after rehearsal or I go to the folder on my computer, I back it up, and then actually email myself the file. So wherever I am in the world, in case my XFX, it's never happened yet.
That's a brilliant idea.
But
yeah.
if it ever goes down, it's in my email.
Yeah.
And I don't even need my computer to retrieve that
Yeah,
in case someone
exactly.
steals my computer. And you're like, whatever happens.
We're grateful for sharing this tip with us.
Or Dropbox. That's what our guitar tech does. Dropbox is
Yeah.
same type of idea.
Yeah.
Email's probably easier, but
It's a small file, too. I just compress it to a zip file, email it to myself, label it with the date.
Mhm.
So, just going to go so I can go to the newest date
Yeah,
if I
exactly.
need to, so I know which one I'm utilizing. But to tell you the truth, I don't even know how to restore it from that file yet, because I've never had to. But luckily, it's good backup, because if you lost all your presets, it is technically a computer, and computers can fail.
Yeah. Yes, they can. I mean, can we just a final question? What are your influences, perhaps, if you would like to talk about 3 very important records that you grew up and that you learned songs from, or something that you really thought really influenced the way you are playing?
Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, and the Black Album. I'd say those are like, I know a lot of, I mean, I don't know a lot of the songs all the way through still, but I know a lot of them. And we're just, that's, Metallica was like a really big influence. I think, there's some challenging stuff on there, but there was some other bands and stuff that I felt that was like, it was a little out of my league when I first started. And it's like, when you're trying to learn certain things, it's, Metallica was a good base, like not, like the solos are hard, the harmonies are hard, and a lot of the rhythms are hard, but it's like you can get, it's a lot of power chord driven metal, and you can get the stuff down. I knew the music really well because I listened to it all the time, so I'd say Metallica.
What about you?
Kind of the same as him. I mean, it was Justice for All, the Black Album. I had the tab books for those. For the most part, learned those back and forth, at least the stuff I was able to play at the time.
Yeah.
And, Jerry Cantrell's always been a big influence on me. Dirt and, not the newest record, but the Black is Way to Blue.
Yeah.
That kind of reawoke me to Alice in Chains again, you know, and it's just reminded me how great of a guitar player he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Any new stuff that you're listening to at the moment that really grabbed your imagination and attention?
I think everybody in this band's a fan of Gojira,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the new Whitechapel record.
Yeah.
I'm really into that record.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. We're looking
Thank you.
forward to the concert tonight. All the best for the tour.
Got a Guitar Mania channel, and you're watching Guitar Mania channel.
Channel.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. I like your guys' recording setup.